Have you ever obsessed over something, a person, a dream, a goal, only to realize that the thrill was in the chase, not the prize itself? Jay Gatsby did. He had wealth, status, and power, but none of it mattered. His heart belonged to Daisy Buchanan, a woman he spent years chasing. Every lavish party, every carefully crafted lie, it was all for her. But when he finally got her, reality shattered the fantasy. The dream had been more intoxicating than the truth. And in the end, his pursuit cost him everything. Sound familiar? We do the same, chasing relationships, success, status, even objects, just because they're out of reach. But why? Why do we crave the unattainable? More importantly, how do we break free before it consumes us? Let's unravel the mystery of desire, psychology, and the human mind. Have you ever noticed how things seem more desirable the moment they're harder to get? This is called the scarcity heuristic, a cognitive bias where we instinctively place higher value on things that feel rare or unavailable. Psychologist Stephen Wurtzel demonstrated this in his famous cookie jar experiment. He gave participants a jar of cookies, but in one version, the jar was full, and in another, there were only a few cookies left. Although the cookies were identical, participants rated the scarce cookies as more delicious, purely because they were harder to get. We don't just see this in objects, we see it in relationships, careers, and even personal achievements. Something that feels exclusive or unattainable triggers our brain into believing it must be special. Carl Jung famously said,
"People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul."
We chase the unattainable not because it will fulfill us, but because it distracts us from deeper insecurities, fear of rejection, self-doubt, and a need for validation. Let's take it a step deeper. It's not even the unattainable object we desire. It's the anticipation. Neuroscience proves that dopamine, the brain's motivation chemical, spikes during the chase, not at the moment of achievement. Psychologist Kent Berridge studied this phenomenon through reward-based behavior. He found that dopamine doesn't just activate when we're getting a reward. It's strongest when we're anticipating the reward. That means your brain gets more pleasure chasing a dream than actually achieving it. Ever wanted something desperately, only to feel empty once you got it? That's dopamine playing tricks on you, convincing you the chase is the goal, even when the prize is meaningless. Think about luxury items. Most people don't need an expensive car or brand-name bag. But companies create scarcity, limited editions, exclusivity, artificial shortages, to exploit our dopamine cycle, making us feel like owning these things will bring happiness. But once we have them, the thrill fades instantly. What are the consequences of chasing the unattainable? So, what happens when we chase things that don't actually fulfill us? The consequences can be devastating. Emma spent years trying to win the affection of someone emotionally unavailable. She rejected meaningful connections because she believed only he was perfect. But when she finally got him, the illusion shattered, and the relationship crumbled within months. Michael worked endless hours to afford designer clothes, luxury cars, and an elite lifestyle, thinking that once he reached the top, he'd feel fulfilled. Years later, he was broke, alone, and realized the happiness had only lasted moments. Lisa ignored her passions to force herself into a high-paying corporate job that looked more successful. Years later, she faced severe burnout, depression, and had to start over, realizing she had wasted years chasing something she never truly wanted. It's possible to escape this cycle. Step 1. Recognize the illusion. Ask yourself, do I truly want this, or do I just want the feeling of chasing it? If you can't imagine happiness without the pursuit, it's a sign you're addicted to the chase, not the result. Instead of chasing external validation, find value in what you already have. Build relationships with those who are present. Set goals that align with your authentic desires, not societal pressure. Appreciate small wins instead of obsessing over distant ones. Just because something is attainable doesn't mean it lacks value. Often, what we truly need is already within reach. We're just too distracted by illusions to see it.
The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are.
Gatsby chased a dream he could never truly have, and it cost him everything. We glorify distant dreams, neglecting what is real and valuable right in front of us. The best things in life aren't the ones we can't have. They're the ones we take time to truly appreciate. Let go of obsession. Focus on what truly matters. You might realize that happiness was never out of reach. It was just waiting for you to stop running. Are you chasing the wrong things? Let's talk in the comments. Please like this video and subscribe our channel for more inspiring videos.